Who are you? We know that somewhere in the world, someone downloaded this podcast, but we don't know frickin' anything about you, and we want to know more. The people who support this show would love to know a little bit more about who's listening, and if you have 2 minutes, and it really does just take like 2 minutes, help us make the show an even better experience for you by telling us more about yourself. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Just go to ListenerQ, that's listenerq.com/Smosh, and take the short survey. You can also give us direct feedback on the show, which we would love to hear, of course. Tell us what you like. Tell us what we can improve. And as a thank you, you'll be entered into a drawing for a $100 Amazon gift certificate. That's 2 minutes, listenerq.com/Smosh. That's listenerq.com/Smosh. You could win a $100 Amazon gift certificate. If you don't do it for us, at least just do it for the money. Sell out. That's the American way. It's like, we just learn our own language and then we don't try.
It really is. Yeah.
We'll go to Vegas. We'll do Magic Mike, Thunder Down Under.
You're a straight white man, and you're going to be going there, and it's almost going to seem like you're...
What?
You're just laughing at it about how uncomfortable you are.
We met via YouTube. Like, if I didn't make this stupid parody video, we never would have met.
Maybe you knew her in a past life.
Damn. Oh, damn.
I reach out to a lot of people, actually, and a lot of them just have me on red.
I mean, I always give those people the benefit of the doubt. Something else happens and then they forget about it.
I would like to think that because sometimes I forget, or like an earthquake happens. With the summer there was a lot of earthquakes. So imagine them reading
That's
it.
That's a great excuse. Oh my God.
This episode of the SmoshCast is brought to you by us? Oh, cool. Yeah. Check out our new items we just dropped on Smosh.store.
This girl, my friend was went on a date with this guy, and he went on Craigslist to find a bread maker because he's like the founder of Soylent, and then he's really into ingredients or some shit like that.
I would have just led with the founder of Soylent. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a hard flex.
Right? Yeah, goddamn.
Didn't work out. I don't think he was interested in her.
Oh, really?
He was too into his bread?
It was so weird.
Oh, no. He's one of those?
Dude, he literally had this person come over for 6 hours to bake bread.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another SmoshCast. Today, I'm joined by two very special people. Who am I joined by?
Hi. My name is Jack Douglass of Jacksfilms.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Olivia Sway of just... myself.
Of Jacksfilms.
Of Jacksfilms.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. Yeah, holy crap. We got Jacksfilms on, guys.
Holy crap, Lois.
I thought you've been on already, no?
Yeah, I feel like family, honestly.
I feel like you're always here.
An old friend. Yeah. I am a Smosh frequent.
Yeah. You're like just like Gus Johnson, you're like an uncle in the Smosh family.
He is an uncle. Doesn't he look like an uncle? He's the world's youngest uncle, but he looks like an uncle.
He does.
It's a stash.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's the uncle stash for sure. Mm-hmm. And real quick, shout out to Sleep Number for sponsoring this episode. Thanks, love you. And we can cut this out if this is wrong. But isn't your name John?
Don't cut that out. Leave that in. My name is John.
So then why didn't you introduce yourself as John Douglas?
Because the only people who ever call me John are doctors and substitute teachers.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's not a secret?
No, it's not a secret. Everyone, my fans always, on Twitter, they're constantly like, shut up, John. And it's funny because no one calls me John.
What does your mom call you?
Jack.
What does your aunt call you?
Jack. All my family, extended or otherwise, friends call me Jack. Jack.
At what point did it switch?
Birth, honestly. It was already determined at birth that my real name was John Patrick Douglas, but I would just go by Jack.
Who determined that?
Yeah.
I want to say my mother. And Dad, I'm so sorry if it was your call.
Why did they just change your name?
I think because...
So you were born and they're like, oh, this is definitely not a John, this is a Jack.
Yeah.
Well, my mom has a brother Jack, so she probably didn't want officially another Jack.
That doesn't make it any better.
So on the birth certificate, it's John, but she's like, f it, Jack.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, that is very confusing.
It's funny.
I don't get it.
I'm 30, and to this day, I still don't really know why.
Yeah. That's so funny. It's like they had buyer's remorse of calling you John.
They did.
Is there another J word?
Really messed that one up. Yeah.
I think they thought you probably would get your ass beat in school if you went by Johnny.
Oh, well, who could ever love a Johnny? Absolutely. They're the first ones to go.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Well, exactly. How can you love Johnny Depp? Actually, that's a controversial subject. There's a lot of people
right.
that really, really love Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
It's a real hot take. Absolutely.
Dude, when I was in Japan, like Johnny Depp is on like every billboard.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He looks like he's big there. He's
Yeah, I
just,
don't-
yeah.
Like, is he like modeling watches, like that kind of thing, or like
I think it was a cologne.
cologne? Yeah, I mean, like that's. I mean, he does that in the States too. But I'm so excited for Pirates of the Caribbean 7. It's gonna be really good, you guys.
Wait, are you serious?
They're making a brand new reboot trilogy, but
What?
Depp will still be in it.
What?
I'm making this up as I go, but it's
Okay.
going to be amazing.
My question is, you know how you say Pirates of the...
Oh, I like hesitated and was like, Caribbean. I still don't know.
You know, it's like I'm going to the...
Yeah.
You don't say I'm going to the Caribbean. I don't know. It's always very confusing. English
do,
is
like-
very confusing.
Just do an amalgamation of both. Just be like, I'm going to the Caribbean.
What do the people there call it? Whatever they want to call it, I'll call it that.
It's probably the right way, right?
Yeah. It's like, well, now I struggle with, like, whenever I talk about in Australia, there's a city
Oh, Melbourne?
called
They say Melbourne.
Yeah, they say Melbourne. So it's like
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Right.
but I feel like I'm trying too hard if I'm telling somebody like, "Oh yeah, and I went to Melbourne," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, Melbourne.
You know what's one that I like? I can't even go
Yes.
to this place because I don't want to like say it. Ibiza.
Oh,
It's like it's so silly. It's like I don't know. Every time I'm like, I want to go to Ibiza. So fun.
I think I never know how to pronounce like especially cities, whole countries. Like I sound so damn ignorant, but I always have to look up all the time.
yeah.
yeah. At least you're looking it up and not just like willfully ignorant and just like going around the world saying, "Yeah, you know, Ibiza looks great in the summer."
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta look it up.
I think either way, if you go to Ibiza, it doesn't matter which way you pronounce it. You're just a dish.
Yeah. You
mean,
just love
that's just-
EDM culture.
That's just like
God.
that's just like a party island, right? Like they just
I heard it's beautiful there.
it probably is little Spanish island, right?
Is that where-
Spanish?
It's Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's got the.
Yeah. A lot of jamon.
I heard Mallorca is cool too.
That's where I went.
Yeah,
I went to Mallorca.
Where's that?
I don't know.
it's in the ocean.
It's like
Gotcha.
also like the coastal part of Spain. Spain.
Spain,
Spain.
España.
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
It was so much fun. Like Erin and I did that. My wife Erin and I, we were in Barcelona for just like it's so much fun to like do the Lisp. Oh my God. And because
Yeah.
it's just such a crazy different style of Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah. And oh God, I'm again
Did
so
you
ignorant.
try speaking like the Spanish that you learned in high school there?
Of course.
And people just looked at you like,
Dude, I mispronounced everything. It was incredible. I still Erin still makes fun of me to this day. Like I was trying to say like something small, but I kept calling it like pequeñísimo, and like that's like not the right way to say it.
that sounds like Italian.
That sounds like very Italian.
Do you mean poquito?
That's probably what I meant, but I added just isimo like to the end of everything.
Why?
Yeah, I look, I don't know. It was a simpler time.
Oh my God.
I kind of know English though, so that's one.
Yeah.
I got one down.
That's good. And I mean, that's spoken in a lot of areas of the world. So
Couple
you're fine.
areas. That's yeah, I'll take it.
That's the American way. It's like, you know, we just
Ugh.
learn our own language and then we don't try.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just, you know, just barrel our way through the rest of the world saying, "Do you speak English?"
All the time.
I'm looking for the cantina.
Excuse me, can I get an espresso, please?
Yes.
Bonjour, no.
Actually, in
told
Italy,
us.
it is espresso.
Really?
Really?
Wait, fact check. I think it is.
Judges?
They call it espresso?
I think so. Which threw me off because I always like gave people crap
No,
for saying
because
As
now
you
I'm
should,
thinking
never
about
stop.
it. I'm thinking about it. When I was in Italy, they're more like espresso, you know. So I don't think it's
What was that?
espresso.
Gotcha.
I did something really embarrassing last week when I went to an Italian restaurant in LA.
Oh, dude, tell.
I said ciao and grazie. Like I was from her. And my friend was like, goes to Italy once.
Well, this is weird. It says technically the pronunciation with S is correct. It is faithful to the original Italian word cafe espresso, which literally means pressed out coffee. However, the pronunciation and spelling espresso with an X instead of an S has grown greatly in popularity, probably due to the influence of express.
Okay, so it's still espresso. It's not
Yeah.
espresso.
Yeah, so it's still wrong. Don't say espresso.
All right.
Yeah.
I won't. Espresso.
No, I'm just telling the viewers, like, I don't care about you. Just, like, don't say it wrong. Get it right.
Also, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
God.
that's not okay.
Yeah, it's Valentine's.
That's just, you can't justify that. You can't be like, well, the Latin origins. Like, no absolutely not.
Haven't they seen it like written out before?
That's what
Clearly not.
I get it. It's like a time.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. But you're not the only person on YouTube that goes by Jack. That name
Right.
isn't Jack.
Jacksepticeye.
What's up with that? Is there any Jack online? Because Jacksepticeye, that's not Jack. Isn't his name?
Right, it's Sean.
Is there
What?
is there any Jack online that doesn't?
That's real.
That's real. Yeah.
Wasn't there like a Jack a few years ago? Wasn't he like English or dude?
guess, like,
he was like
yeah.
a vlogger. I don't know if his real
No,
name
you
was
talking about
Jack.
Jack's Gap?
That's the one, Jack's Gap. There you go. Yeah, what happened? First off, what happened to him? Second, was his name actually Jack?
Yes. So it was twins. One of them was no.
God damn it.
No
No real Jacks.
It was Jackson.
We're all phonies. We're all phonies. Confirmed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go by Jack.
There you may as well,
I mean,
right?
Jackson
Hop
is,
on in.
Jackson is close enough. Though.
No, it's not. It's a different name. Completely different name. It's about as close as John is, which is not at all.
Yeah. What? That's
I don't.
strange.
Yeah, it's like because like Jack isn't even a shortened nickname for John. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like different letters.
Yeah.
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 My name is like the Gaelic form of John. So I'm more of a John than you are.
Wait, back up. Mm-hmm. Ian is the Gaelic name for John.
Apparently, yeah.
What? How does that make sense?
It's like I don't know if you say like Ian.
Oh, okay. I don't know. No, Gaelic is fascinating.
Any Gaelic people out there want to back me up? Nope. All right, cool.
Aaron tried learning Irish. Like I think it's like the actual Irish language back in
Erin being your wife.
being my wife. Yeah, sorry. Like she made all these flashcards because we were going to Ireland with my family like three years ago for like a week, and she wanted to learn the language, and it's hard, man. It is just it's all these vowels and consonants.
I forgot what those were.
That sounds so f***ing stupid, but like I didn't even try. But she would make
She
me
was
quiz her and
serious
everything.
about
She was
it?
very serious. Like
Wow,
she bought
that's cool.
textbooks about it. Yeah.
That's really cool.
I'm curious about how much she has retained, as this was 3 years ago. But
Yeah.
fascinating language.
Did
so
it,
hard.
Did it come in handy at all, or did people just stare at her?
Oh boy. Well, it's not. I don't think she like practiced in front of like the the locals that spoke true Irish. But I think it came in handy with like some street signs and such. I think.
okay.
I want to say.
How
Is
long
that-
have you been married?
We've been married for a little over a year. So we got married in about a year and a half actually. So we were married in April of last year.
Heck yeah.
And yeah,
Don't you have like a weird, funny story of how you guys met?
I do. Yeah. So what happened was, so the short story is we met at a bar in Philly one cold night in December.
Bar in Philly?
What part? You were born in Philly?
No, I just said a bar in Philly.
A bar? A what Philly?
A bar in Philly.
A bar in Philly. Sorry, I had such a hard time. A bar in Philly. Yeah, it was actually, and the name of the bar was literally called the Irish Pub. Like that's actually what a very creative
Wow.
name, the
Wow.
Irish Pub. Yeah, Ireland, all full circle. That's the short version. The longer version is, and I'll try to truncate this, but we were Facebook friends for years. Back when only college students had access to Facebook. That old thing. But we never knew each other. It was just one of those, like, we somehow friended each other. Like, she friended me because I had a viral video back in 2009 called the WTF Blanket. And she and her then roommate, they thought it was funny. They friended me on Facebook. Never thought of it for years. Finally, in late 2012, I post some, like, my New Year's resolutions on Facebook, back when I used to post anything on Facebook.
Yeah.
Do you guys even use Facebook anymore? Because I sure don't.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I definitely I go on and I'm like, oh, I have 20 notifications, and then all the notifications aren't real.
Right. Yeah, that's the worst. It's such a cock tease. Back when I used Facebook, I posted my then New Year's resolutions. It was 2012 going into 2013. It's like, my New Year's resolutions: lose 10 pounds, acquire girlfriend, get 1 million subscribers. And I was like kind of half joking, half like throwing it into the universe, right? Erin, by the way, we have not spoken at all, ever since she friended me 3 years prior. She sees that and she responds, "I'll be your girlfriend." And she's trolling me. She's trolling me hardcore. And I'm like, who the hell is this chick? And so I stalk her a bit and I'm like, oh, wow, she's kind of out of my league. Like, I'm looking at her pictures like, oh my God, who is this? Am I being catfished? I must be being catfished. But I reached out to her because it just so happened that a few days later, I was going to be in Philadelphia for the first time in my life, just seeing some college friends.
And she lived in Philadelphia.
And she lived in Philadelphia. And not just that, she lived a walk away from the pub that we were all going to meet at. It was kismet. It was destiny. It was the universe just saying,
I get chills with this kind of stuff.
Oh, you're adorable. Yeah.
That's so cute.
So we met, we communicated over Facebook, exchanged numbers, and then I finally met in person with this girl in this bar in Philly, the Irish pub, and we've been together ever since. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
Did you guys get drunk?
Hell yeah. We were doing shots and everything.
And then how did that play out? Like, were you like...
Oh, you know how it played out? I'll tell you. So I went in with my posse, my college friends at this bar. Erin comes in with her posse, because she wants to be You
came in with the boys. She came in with the girls.
Well, yeah.
Did you guys have a dance battle?
Yeah, did you guys dance?
Avi, we had a dance. No, I just threw up some Dave Matthews on the jukebox and just had a gay old time. And then... So we kind of connect or whatever. So then the witching hour comes. My friends are tired. They want to go back home. And I'm like, I just met this cute girl. I want to keep partying. So Erin, myself, and her other friend Ariel, the three of us go to a gay bar called Voyeur. And we just keep the party going. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
What about the next day? Like, what did you say the next day?
I didn't see her the next day. I went home after that.
And we're going to take a quick break. What's that? It's the 100th year of the NFL. Did you guys know that more than 1,800 NFL players are now sleeping on Sleep Number beds? How excited are you guys for the season? I'm excited. I want to see a guy throw a ball and catch a ball and get hit. That's how football works, right? Sleep Number beds allow you to adjust on each side for your ideal firmness, comfort, and support. With Sleep IQ technology inside the bed, it tracks how you're sleeping so you know every morning how well you've slept. Experience the smart, effortless comfort of the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. Find your competitive edge with proven quality sleep from $999 US. Sleep Number is the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL, so you know those boys be getting good sleep. You'll find only Sleep Number at one of their 575 Sleep Number stores nationwide. So find one nearest to you at sleepnumber.com/cadence. That's sleepnumber.com/cadence. And now back to whatever the heck we were talking about.
So how did you guys get more close?
So what happened was we were long distance for a bit. So she came to LA. So afterwards, when I flew back to LA, because I was living in LA at the time, still am. When I flew back to LA, she flew to LA, stayed with me for a week. We had a nice little week together in LA. I showed her, Santa Monica, did the very touristy thing.
Yep.
We had a great gay old time. And then later, I stayed with her in Philly in her tiny little apartment for a month. It was originally going to be a week.
Whoa.
It was going to be a
why?
week, but then just kept extending because I never booked my return flight.
Because you loved her so much.
I loved her so much.
You knew you were going to marry her?
I probably did back then. I liked this girl a lot.
Yeah.
Even back then.
Wait, so was it the first few months you knew that you wanted to marry her?
Oh boy, hold on, that's tricky. I knew that we had this crazy strong bond. I mean, I'm living in Philadelphia.
That's crazy.
For a month, on a whim. It was I wouldn't do that for any old broad.
You wouldn't do it for me?
Hell no. Not even for the great Ian. I think I said not Ian for Ian. Sorry. What's in this? God.
That's
so cute.
Water.
No.
How did you propose?
I proposed.
Sorry, I'm asking so many questions about
good.
your marriage.
This is. I'm glad you did
I'm
because
just so nosy.
No, this comes full circle because I proposed to her at the Irish pub where we first met.
Oh my God, me get chills.
I got down on one knee. I blabbered like an idiot. And she was like, stop. Yes. It was great.
Oh my God.
There's a video of it somewhere, and we're both too afraid to look at it because it's very raw, you know? But yeah.
You're going to make Olivia cry.
Oh my God. You don't regret anything.
Not a damn thing.
Oh my God.
Do it all over again.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy? Like, just we met via YouTube. Like, if I didn't make this stupid parody video, we never would have met.
Well, it's like it's all those things together, right? It's those kind of like
planets aligned.
Yeah, it's those.
This led to that, led to that, led to that.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
You know, maybe you knew her in a past life.
Damn. Oh, damn.
Oh yeah, this is something that Olivia wants to talk about.
No, it's just that I've been talking about it a lot with people. I've been reading this book called Many Lives, Many Masters. Have you heard of it?
No, but is it about like reincarnation?
It's about past life regression and all that stuff.
Do tell.
What's the story?
Yeah.
So it's about this man therapist. He's the head of psychiatry at like Cedar Sinai in Miami. Or something like that. He's like very smart, very logical guy, and he sees his patient, and this woman, she has such bad anxiety that she has to sleep in her closet because she's so afraid. She can't swallow pills because she's afraid she's going to drown. All these traumas that she's experiencing never happen in her real life, like her present life. So she goes and she sees this therapist, and for 8 months, no progress. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to try hypnotherapy on you. So while she was under hypnosis, she started speaking from a voice from another life that she's lived. And like through like all the lives that she's lived, she's like acquired all these traumatic things in her life that she lives out present day. And it's so crazy. And
is this fiction or is this...
This is real.
This is real.
This is real. Well,
wow.
According to him, this
Okay.
this is real. And she starts getting better. And so there was this one time in the beginning stages of seeing him, she goes to like this art exhibition about ancient Egyptian art. And then she finds herself correcting the tour guide.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
And then she goes to see this therapist, and she's under hypnotherapy. And then she's an ancient Egyptian woman.
What the
What?
I know this sounds crazy. Everyone thinks it's crazy, but you just have to read this book. And it's not...
So she just like straight up Jason Bourne that tour guide.
Basically.
Like just the memories came back and
But
she was
it's
like,
like-
I am an expert.
Yeah, well, she wasn't like an expert. She just like remembered certain things. Wow. And she knew nothing about Egyptian art. So,
what's it called? Many Lives?
Many Lives, Many Masters. And many of you guys might be like, oh, well, what about religion?
It kind of sounds like a Scientology book.
I might be a Scientologist. No, I'm just kidding. And then so it just talks about how sometimes, like, you know how you get those moments where, like, oh my God, I know you from somewhere. Or like, sometimes that's because you've lived a past life with them. Because like friends and like family tend to reincarnate together in a group.
Oh, really?
And sometimes when you dream and you think of that, and you dream about a place that you've been to before, you've probably been there before, like in your past life. So
that's a really cool theory. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to Egypt and start correcting.
Actually, just do that.
Actually,
the whole time.
It was pronounced Emotep.
Nice. I would knew.
So maybe you knew your wife.
Maybe we did.
Dude.
Maybe we,
Maybe she was like your best friend in
Aw.
past life.
Oh, I like that.
You know, it'd be a bummer though, is if like you found out that like your past life was like something really bad, like you were like a slave owner or something. You're like, ooh, we just forget. We just want to, you know, let's just forget about that life.
Well,
Or
so
like-
the masters, they talk to you after you die, and the masters are saying to you like, you lived this life to learn this.
What are the masters?
The masters are these like spirits that like talk to you after you pass away, and they're the ones that bring you to another life. And then they tell you like, this is why you live this life, and you have to carry this on in your next life. It's all about becoming better.
Is this rooted in some kind of religion?
No,
that
it's
exists?
not. It's not actually. But the book says if you're a religious person, if you love something more than yourself, you get to that higher place.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. Like that's the goal. That's the
Yeah,
meaning?
is to love selflessly and to be better throughout each life.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's yeah. But this guy who wrote it was just like, I cannot believe this happened. You know, like he was like, I believe in science. Like I don't believe in this stuff.
Right.
So yeah.
Wow.
You guys, I know it sounds really crazy, but it's very interesting to read.
That is crazy. That is nutty.
I can
I'll have
always
to check that out.
I can always count on you, Olivia, to be on the cutting edge of
Science.
new age stuff.
Yeah, it's my new, because he asked me, he's like, oh, what new age thing? I'm like, I'm reading this thing.
Oh, that's actually awesome.
You're a crystals person.
Yes, I was heavily into crystals, and I'm back into crystals again. It was just
nice. There you go. They never left.
Well, yeah, 2 days ago, I've been feeling pretty spiritual lately. So 2 days ago, I went to a crystal shop and I bought some intention candles, and I meditated with them, and then I lit them, and yeah.
I mean, do the candles smell nice?
Yeah, it smells pretty nice. Yeah, I lit 2 candles. One smells really nice. The other one just smells like wax.
Oh.
I mean, like, at the base level, hey, at least you're getting like a nice like smell. So
Yeah.
whether do you still do like the Reiki healing thing?
Well, my Reiki lady, she's been in Bali. She actually texted me last week.
This is also perfect.
She texted me last week, and she's like, hey, I'm back. I have yet to schedule another thing with her. But yeah, I definitely think I need some chakra healing. Sometimes I just know I need it.
Do you know about Reiki?
Is that like the, I don't know if I'm getting this right, like the thing with the sand and the no. What's Reiki?
Reiki is like energy healing. So you have chakras all over your body, and it's just aligning them and making you have better energy flow within yourself. And yeah, it's cool.
I know a touch about the chakras.
Yeah, it's cool, you know. I like it because it works. I mean, I don't know. I feel like for me, when I come out of it, you're just like in this state where you're half asleep and half awake. And sometimes you can get really emotional, just like through breathing. And she's just touching your energies. And sometimes I cry.
Is it like meditating?
It's almost, yeah. You're like in a state of meditation almost.
Because you got into it like right after your last breakup, right?
Yeah.
And
I did.
so like, yeah, when I heard you were doing that, I was like, ah. But then I realized like afterwards, I'm like, whether or not like I believe in this stuff, if it's helping you, then like why should I judge that?
Exactly. That's why I can never judge people for whatever they do, because for me it really worked. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of bad energy within me, and it was crazy because we had this session and she was like moving my energies, and I think I was in a sad place. So like she started crying.
Wow.
Like the Reiki healer was like crying for me.
That's pretty
she
selfish.
was like
making it all about her.
I know, right? But she didn't tell me until later on. She's like, honestly, it was an overwhelming like feeling that I was feeling through you. And then she's like, I let that all go. And she said some things that were so spot on with things that I was dealing with, things that were not just like happening right then. And you know, it was things that like I've kind of pushed back. Like she was saying, she was like, she touched my throat chakra, and she was like, I feel like you don't really communicate with your father that much. And,
wow.
You know, and she's like, I've kind of opened that up for you so you can talk to him, and, you know. And then like with my stomach and stuff, and she's like, I feel like sometimes you have issues with food and stuff like that. And like she helped open that too. So yeah, a lot of bad energy was released. Wow, I'm just sharing a lot of my personal.
Well, that's fine.
Personal things on
this
here.
Is this is good.
I think that's all very interesting though, and I think it definitely seemed to help you though, because I mean, yeah, you were going through like a lot of stuff with that relationship, and you definitely seem a lot better after that.
Thanks.
So,
Dude, breakups are rough, man.
yeah,
I've had a few, like, just sometime, like in college, I had a couple that just really messed me up. Like, there's no surefire way to get through it.
yeah. Was it somebody that, was it always them breaking up with you, or you ending it and it was still rough, or?
It was one time in particular, them breaking up with me, and I did not deal with it well. I was a mess for a long time. Yeah.
How do you get over something like that? Do you just sit there and like feel it for a bit and then?
Yeah, I felt sorry for myself a bit, and then you gotta get busy. You gotta just do whatever. Do whatever, like go out with your friends, just get
But it's
get your
hard
mind off
though,
it.
no?
Oh,
like,
it's impossible.
to like get yourself up
because it's all you're thinking about still. Like even when you're out having a good time, it's still in the back of your head. Like so it takes time, but time heals all wounds.
And then you met Aaron.
And then I met
And then
Aaron.
you're like, it all made sense. Like
That's right.
It's so cool to see that.
It's got really, really lucky, honestly. It's crazy how that happened.
It's like in the moment you're like, I don't want to break up. Like this sucks. I don't want this feeling to go away. Like you're the one, you know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you go like you hear a song on the radio, you're like, we used to listen to that song.
Oh my God.
That definitely happened. Like one song came on and it broke me.
Or like restaurants or anything that you experience some kind of like good memory with that person. You're like, no,
Yeah.
I can't ever listen to that song again.
Right.
Do you think you could listen to that song now?
I think I can.
Yeah.
I think I can. But man, yeah, there was a time where I couldn't. Or if I wanted a good cry, I would.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
That's like you would turn that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My poor, because I was in college in the dorm with like 3 other guys. I can only imagine what they're like. Oh God, damn it, Jack, get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's crying again.
But you let it out in front of all of them.
No, I would hide. I would try to hide. But then they could tell.
Yeah.
They would try to like cheer me up. It was great.
Aw.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
good
you're good
roommates.
friends.
They were really good friends. Still are.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, one of them is getting married, so his bachelor party is in a few weeks. From this podcast.
What are you guys doing?
We are going to the exotic land of Columbus, Ohio.
Whoa.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Look out, Columbus.
It's like the middle point for like, his West Coast friends and East Coast friends. So if we're just
Oh,
all
yeah,
meeting
wow.
up.
Really a middle point though?
Yeah.
Do you guys know anyone in Columbus? Is there any
He has a friend there. Like I think he has 1 or 2 friends in there so I think that's also
Are
why.
you excited?
I actually am. Because it's like it's a walkable city. We're gonna just be like it's very low key. Like we're not hitting up like the strip clubs or anything. I think we're just gonna like go from bar to bar to bar, just drinking beers.
That's what I
with the
want
boys.
my boyfriend to do. I want him to go to Columbus, Ohio with his friends and just do nothing.
Yeah.
And just be bored, and that's his bachelor party while I'm in
What's your
Ibiza. I'm just kidding.
wow?
You're going to
wow.
be covered in male strippers?
I know.
That's really unfair. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I definitely don't want any strippers. If I ever get married,
It's not fun, dude.
I went to one bachelor party. It was like nobody wanted strippers.
Yeah.
Nobody. And then at like 3 a.m.
No.
somebody thought it'd be funny to order one
At 3 a.m.
Yeah.
No.
off of like a website that, I mean, I don't know the name of it, but it was like a comedy stripper kind
They
of
tell
thing.
jokes?
Nope.
Oh no.
Just a really
Oh,
a really sad looking girl showed up.
No,
And it was-
that's so awkward.
It was not good.
Because then nobody's having fun. No one can
It's
enjoy
3
it.
a.m.
It's 3 a.m.
Everyone's sad.
don't order strippers past midnight, guys.
Yeah.
Or just don't.
What's your dream bachelor party?
Good question.
Ooh, that's a great question. I've never thought about it.
Some beers with the boys in Ohio, baby.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I feel like a barcade would be pretty sweet.
Oh,
What's
dude.
that?
Like a bar arcade.
You are literally describing my bachelor party last year.
Oh, yeah?
We went to San Diego. We went to a barcade. And it was great. And then some of my friends were like, yo, this. We ordered a shuttle. We're going to a strip club. So then we went to a strip club. So it was the best and worst of both worlds.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
It was, yeah, they were like adamant about it, and I get it. It was like, I know, you don't want to be in a barcade. You want the strip club experience. So we did that, but it's just kind of sad because it's like, a girl would take me back, start dancing or whatever, and I'm like, thank you, this is very nice.
Did you text your fiance?
Did I? So here's the funny thing. While I was doing that, she was doing Thunder Down Under in Vegas. Yeah. That's like the female equivalent of
It's like Australian Magic Mike.
right? I love that you know that. That's exactly
well, their
what
billboards
it is.
are all over Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
Thunder
They're
Down
big.
Under.
And
They're
every time
big.
I see it, I'm like, this is not what I want to do with any. I don't
Really?
You know, actually,
Yeah.
it
You
could
would
be-
love it.
I don't think so.
Have you seen
okay.
Magic Mike?
No.
Oh. I feel like it would actually be kind of funny to do a bachelor party and go see Thunder Down Under.
As a bachelor, you know what? That would be funny. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
Like y'all go as a group, the whole boy group.
Yeah.
Oh, you would have a blast.
Well,
Are
now
you
they
kidding?
now they have Magic Mike in Vegas,
right.
They do. I mean,
can-
of course they do.
so we could do that. You know, maybe we'll do like a tour. We'll go to Vegas. We'll do Magic Mike, Thunder Down Under,
Oh boy.
and finish off with.
Well, you guys can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
No, but you're going to be sending the wrong message. It's not chill.
What message?
Like, because, like,
You know, maybe I want to just see some good choreography. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. You ever thought of it that way?
I'm looking at Ryan Finnerty right now. He's supposed to be like,
No,
This is-
keep talking about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, like, you're a straight white man.
And
And you're going to be going there, and it's almost going to seem like you're.
what? Like I enjoy.
No, like the opposite.
The
like
human
you're-
form?
Like you're just laughing at it about how uncomfortable you are with another
Oh,
man grinding.
I
on
mean,
you.
you know me. I like to make my friends uncomfortable.
No, but no, they're going to be also uncomfortable. The performers
Yeah.
are going to be uncomfortable.
Well,
No, they love it.
no.
They actually love it. They will target dudes in the
Yeah.
audience.
Oh, yeah.
I'm speaking from experience because they come to me. Like Aaron took me to a Thunder Down Under show, and it was hilarious,
Yes.
dude. I loved it. It was great.
Oh, so it's not just for females.
It's not just for female. It's,
it's-
it's primarily for females, sure.
And
absolutely.
it's not nudity.
I got to go
Right.
and check it out for myself.
I
Yes,
think you
you
should.
do.
I think you would really like it. I think you'd have fun.
Yeah, okay.
It's a fun. It's a
I
fun
already-
time.
Well, what do you want to do for your bachelor party, Olivia? Well, okay. Well, I want to I'd love to be oh man, I never thought about it either.
Yeah, it's a tricky question.
I think I just like want to be like in Italy.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
eat pasta and drink Aperol spritzes.
That's the thing,
Damn.
because I was thinking like destination bachelor party, like go to Tokyo, hit up
Oh, that's pretty
Oh
cool.
my God.
hit up Golden Guy.
This sounds fancier than the weddings themselves. My God.
That's the issue. 'Cause
Yeah, right?
That costs a lot of money.
yeah.
Obviously.
You're
Not
gonna spend
everybody-
more on the bachelor party than the wedding.
Yeah,
I just like
yeah.
want to like with my girlfriends. I want to be listening to some cool music, drinking shots of 1942, and like
Whoa.
just.
Damn, I love you guys. That is a good tequila. Actually.
Why are you shooting 1942? Come on.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
not
you don't
shooting,
shoot it.
but
You
like-
taste. You savor it.
That's
yeah,
right,
but if
thank
I
you.
was gonna do a shot, it's gonna be a good shot, you know, because I can
That's
a
feel
good
better
point.
the next day.
That's wasting.
Whatever, it's my bachelorette party.
Okay.
you
You're
have
right,
to do
you're right,
shots on your
you're right.
bachelorette party.
And then like
It's a
I want to
given.
like jump on beds.
I want to
what?
jump.
I want to jump on beds, and then be like running around
Yeah,
listening
you
to
lost me
Taylor
there.
Swift, her new album.
Hey, that is a good album. I do like Lover.
What's your favorite? Oh my God, Lover's good, and then Cruel Summer,
I was like going to say Cruel Summer and the title track Lover. They're both they're both really good.
and Cornelia Street is so good, and The Man is really good, and I Think He Knows is really good.
You listening
Yeah.
every song.
Pretty much the first half is better than the second half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. Absolute. I gotta say, like I hated Reputation. This is a good album.
This is a good album.
she back. She's
I
actually writing
cried.
music again.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, because she doesn't. She ran out of breakup songs, so now she's writing real songs.
There's still some breakup songs in there.
There
Really?
are. Yeah, there are a lot of falling in love songs, and there
Yeah.
are a couple of breakup tracks on
And
there.
there's a lot of, she's a little bit crazy when she's singing about like they're not even broken up yet. Like, what if we broke up? Oh, she's like like predicting the future of the breakup.
Yeah,
when she's
exploring
writing
that
about it.
angle.
It's crazy.
With Tom Hiddleston. Was that
That's
the last
over
guy?
already. What do you?
Which breakup was it?
A breakup that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So I gotta say, I have never been a lyric guy. Like, I love her new album because the music is good. I don't
Yeah.
even care about the content.
See, I'm the same way. Like,
Yeah?
there's so many people that like really, really enjoy music, and they're like, yeah, just like, songwriting stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I should, because I always just like music for like the sound.
Absolutely.
And the
Same.
problem was like when I was with Pam, all the songs that I'd add to our playlist were all like breakup songs.
Oh.
And she was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "I just like the way it sounds."
Dude, one of my all-time favorite songs, Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. It took me decades to figure out that it's a song about drug addiction, but it's the most upbeat song ever. And I loved it, and I memorized it and everything. And then finally someone pointed it out, like, "Oh yeah, you ever listen to the lyrics?" I'm like, "No." Yeah, it is a very dark, sad song about the throes of drug addiction.
I always listen to Taylor Swift lyrics.
Okay, so you're more about the lyric, yeah.
Well, no, with Taylor Swift though, because she's saying
Gotcha.
some crazy things in there.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, it's a narrative for her. You know,
Okay.
it's like I start here and then it's like a story.
Yeah.
And I like listening to the story that she's telling.
And half the story's about being in the throes of drug abuse.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Talented songwriter.
So you're a big T Swift fan?
I wouldn't say that I'm a big T Swift fan. I just really, like, that's the thing. I don't care about, and I'm about that with, like, most music. I know very little about the artists themselves. Like, I can tell you, I love Dave Matthews music. I don't know a damn thing about the dude or his bandmates. It's same thing. Taylor Swift. I don't really care. I don't care about her personal life. I don't care who she's dating or breaking up with. I never have. I like good music.
What about Hot Girl Summer? Have you heard that song?
Hot Girl. Oh, I have not. I know it exists. I've not heard that. That's like, what, Nicki Minaj?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't heard it yet. What's your take on it?
Love it.
Yeah?
I was listening to Hot Girl Summer every morning 3 times. It's how
Damn. Gets you up in the morning?
No. I'm running at the same time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm running, and then I know if I play the song 3 times, that's 9 minutes, and I'm done.
Perfect. I love that, yeah. Girl Talk used to be my artist of choice for running on a treadmill or otherwise. Like, Girl Talk is one of those mashup DJs, like, where he just takes, like, 30 songs and puts in, like, one track,
cool.
and it's absurd. But it's, like, very boom, psh, boom, psh, like, very, like, running tempo.
Yeah, I feel like there was a era of my life whenever we had like a party, we'd always throw Girl Talk on. So,
so you know
it's
what's
like,
up.
oh yeah, it's the Beatles and
Eminem.
Biggie Smalls.
Yeah.
Where do I listen to that?
Wherever music is played. I think Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. I just YouTube, but I mean, like, yeah, like, really perfect for a house party. Perfect for a house party. Just play it, and like, it's one of those things where the whole album is a song because it just flows seamlessly from song to song to song.
You guys went to college, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Community college.
I went to community college too, but apparently there's like this college like drinking game where they put up like a music
Power
video.
hour.
Yeah. Did you know what that is?
No.
Dude, this seems crazy. You can explain. I don't know what it really is. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm laughing because I actually tried doing this at a Christmas party a few years ago, and it
I thought you
sucked.
said a Christian party.
Well, same thing, am I right, Dad?
Right.
So here's how a power hour works. You somehow set up a music playlist like on iTunes. God, that sounds so old. But like you make it so that like it only plays 60 seconds of each song instead of the full song, like 60 seconds of each song, right? And you make an hour's worth. So 60 songs, obviously 60 minutes. And so every time, so you get a group of friends and you play it, whenever it changes songs, take a drink. If you're crazy, take a shot. No, you'll die if you take a shot.
So
this guy knows
like,
what's up.
it's like a shot of beer.
A shot of beer. That's exactly it. Yeah, you take a shot of beer, and you see if you can last the full hour. And it's really so people have fun with. They get creative. It's not just music playlists. I've seen people do like
The Office.
The Office will be clips. Like you can do it on YouTube. You'll find this on YouTube. It'll like someone made a playlist of 60-second excerpts from TV shows, movies, whatever. I tried to find a Christmas playlist on YouTube a few years ago where it would be like some quintessential Christmas moment from a movie or TV show, like Elf, like Will Ferrell shouting Santa, like that 60-second scene, and when it's over, and when it changes to the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing, then you're like, oh, yep, and so on and so forth. Stupidly fun. Also, you will get blacked out.
It's. That's a quick trip to alcohol poisoning town because that's a shot's an ounce and a half, right? So
That's right.
60 ounce and a half
with
shots.
beer.
Yeah.
Oh, what would that translate to? There's a fun math question. So
I did the
So
math
it's 90 ounces of beer.
years ago, and I think it was like 7.5 beers is what you
That's
end
a
up
lot of
consuming
beers.
throughout in an hour.
that is a lot of beers.
Yeah, because that's 90 ounces of beer. So a can of beer is 12 ounces. So
12 goes into 90.
So it is like 7.
a bunch of
7 or 8,
times.
Yeah, that's
It's like way too much
and that's
math.
within an hour.
That's an hour. Right.
Don't do that.
Like 7 beers
people.
over like a day drink-a-thon is one
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Who drinks 7 beers?
Partiers, dude.
This guy's Irish, all right?
Yeah, hell yeah. So, no. I actually don't...
You don't know if you're Irish.
No, I don't know if I'm more of a beer guy. Like, I don't drink a lot of beer. I'm more of like a vodka club guy. Like, that's sort of like my go-to for but
Did that transition happen at like 27 when suddenly your body was like, hey, you can't drink all this beer and look like a skinny person anymore?
It absolutely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I had that for myself as well.
It sucks. It absolutely sucks.
What about White Claws? What's your take on White Claws?
Oh, I fuck with White Claws. I like that.
me too.
But you know what? I can't wait to with Four
Four
Locos,
Loko,
hard
yeah.
seltzer.
No, that's going to be so...
Wait,
people
what
are
do you
gonna
mean
die.
that's gonna be?
People are going to die.
I thought it's out already.
No,
I don't think
they
so.
announced it, but it's not
Wait,
coming out till
Four
like
Loko
Q4.
what?
Four Loko hard seltzer. They're
Isn't
making
that what
their
it
own.
is?
No.
No. Four Loko was originally just a. What would you describe it as?
I think it was a malt liquor with caffeine.
Yeah. And it was ridiculous. It would you up like crazy. Then they banned it from stores. They're coming back with their own hard seltzer. So all these hard seltzers, all these White Claws and etc.
making
They're
so
all like
much money.
5%. They're all like 5% alcohol. Four Loko's coming out with a 14%.
People
That's
are
right.
going to die.
Yeah. It's gonna be a whole new
Why
generation.
are they doing this? Why are they doing this?
Because they can.
Because
it's-
they're loco.
Well, and you said it yourself, because it's making, like, all these hard seltzer companies are swimming in cash because it's the new meme. It's the new
Wait,
LaCroix.
it's a can that's 14%.
That's right.
That's not okay.
Well,
Is
it's
that
going to sell like
legal?
bonkers. Who cares?
I saw this like funny tweet yesterday. They're like, the alcoholic brother of Santa Claus is White Claus. I thought it was really funny.
Oh, I guess he had to be there, man.
Dude, I love White Claw. Like, it's
Right?
great.
It's very delicious.
It's really good.
I mean,
And
I
there's
wouldn't
like
say
less
it's-
guilt because it's a hard
I brought it to
seltzer.
work like 2 weeks ago. Remember? I brought it.
Oh,
I was
it was-
like, hey,
yeah.
table read, some White Claws.
Wow. Can I join your company? That sounds hella fun.
We don't normally bring
God damn.
alcohol to table reads.
Only I do, because I have issues. Dude, I was
wanna-
ready to party. It was Friday.
It was
I just
Friday.
been
Oh, hell
back.
yeah.
I'm like, it's time.
Yo, it's
Yeah.
Friday today. What are you guys doing this weekend?
White Claw.
I still got a couple of those White Claws in the fridge.
Dude, you can start early.
I'm good.
I love it.
I'm just kidding. I have work today.
I'm drinking this kombucha right here.
There's alcohol in that,
that's
too.
essentially
There
alcohol.
is. There is.
So maybe I'm
You
getting-
love your kombucha, don't you?
This is my first time drinking a whole bottle of kombucha. I tried kombucha once before. I have to say I'm a fan of this booch.
Fan of this
What
booch.
about it do you like? Like the carbonated?
I think it's this flavor. It's called like Pink Lady Apple.
That's the best.
And it's very tasty. It's like a fizzy apple juice, and I feel like I'm doing myself good.
Yeah.
You should also take like some apple cider vinegar in the morning.
Oh,
That's really good for
It's
you.
nasty.
That's next level.
I know, but I was drinking just shots of it, and I think that was like really hard on my tummy. So I'm diluting it with water and honey, and it's really, really good.
Oh, that's a
the
smart idea.
What's the benefits of apple cider vinegar?
It makes you invisible.
Balancing your sugar levels in your body, and it's good for people who are diabetic, which I'm not. But I don't know. I think it's like a thing that I'm just trying out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels really good. It also just wakes you up. You're like, whoa, okay, I'm up.
I feel like the only thing I've used apple cider vinegar for is like cleaning my coffee machine.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've only used it for cleaning, I think. Also, I guess baking. Use it
Right, yes,
sometimes?
it
You
is used for
bake?
baking.
No, but
But
I
when
know-
you do.
but when I do, which I don't.
Salad dressing too.
Oh, sure, okay.
yeah.
That's
Apple
a
cider
cool idea.
vinaigrette.
Yeah. The other day I went to my supermarket and there's a salad bar and I needed apple cider vinegar to take. So I just took some and then I felt like I was stealing.
Wow, because you were. Yeah.
Oh.
You should feel guilty.
I didn't
Damn,
do it
dude.
on purpose.
Doesn't matter. You sinned.
But oh man.
Yeah, mull on that.
So Olivia, you've been starting a podcast.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
You're working on a little
I'm
project.
working on it. It's called Fish Cheeks. I can tell you why. Because in Asian culture, the fish cheeks are like the best part of the fish. And
That's well, it is for everybody. Just white people don't know that yet.
oh, they don't, oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
also it also means abundance. Yeah. So it's
Very cool. What's a podcast about?
I talk to Asian Americans who are doing really cool things in their life, like whether it's acting or food or art, like music, anybody who is doing something cool and just highlighting their journey. And I think we need that because I think sometimes Asian Americans, we kind of like to hide in the shadows. And I think right now it's like a time for us to really just be like, dude, we're doing things and it's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Fish cheeks. I'll check
And
that out.
no one else is doing it.
I don't know, not that I really know.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah. But
Dude,
it's
best of
hard.
luck.
It's hard because I'm trying to launch it, but at the same time, I'm trying to find Asian Americans, and there's a lot of us, but we're all busy, and we all got things to do.
You're busy doing the cool things.
I know, and I'm just like, help me.
Dude, it's hard booking guests.
I know. How are
like-
you on here? Why are you here?
I was gonna ask you, do you book guests here on this podcast each week,
No.
or okay, it's like when you can?
No, we did this just for you.
This whole thing
Yeah.
is for you.
It's all for you.
Yeah.
It's
I could
all
tell.
for you.
I could tell. Thank you.
No, and that's why like when we started SmoshCast, I was like, okay, I don't want the podcast to be dependent on guests because I
Yeah.
know how much of a pain in the ass it is to get people on. Like, I mean, thank you so much for coming on. I'm gonna hit you up, and I mean, you're always down to clown.
You know me.
Um,
Yeah.
It
And
means
you're
a
like-
lot to me that you're here because I know so many people that don't want to do podcasts. It's a cliche. We talked about it. You
Yeah.
know, like everyone has a podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, can you be on? And it's not original, and I don't know. People kind of make fun of it, but
Yeah, and you
It's
and,
fun,
and
though.
we won't name this person, but you had reached out to
I reach out to a lot of people actually, and a lot of them just have me on red.
they left you on red.
Yeah,
on
I don't think you would ever
DM.
do that.
No, I did. There's one person I need to get back to because this person asked me to do a podcast. I need to let this person know.
I think what I've learned
so I
from
f***ed
this is that like even if you don't want to do it, you can just be like, hey, I don't really, it's. I think leaving somebody like on red is more rude.
It is.
You know?
It is very rude.
Yeah, it's like I don't care how famous you are, like just be cool.
Yeah.
Because you ran into that person later.
Yeah, and,
Oh, fun.
and then you're just like, I don't want to bring this up, because it's awkward.
It's hanging there, but it's
Yeah,
hanging there.
yeah.
It's yeah.
I would just be like, hey, like I'm so sorry, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making millions of dollars, so rich, can't do your thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's just
I mean, I always give those people the benefit of the doubt that maybe they saw it and then
They forgot.
They're like, I don't know how to respond yet, and then
Yes.
and then something else happens, and then they forget about it.
I would like to think that because sometimes I forget, or
I
like
think
an
that's the case.
earthquake happens.
Yeah.
With the summer there was a lot of earthquakes, so imagine them reading
That's
it
a
like,
great
oh!
excuse. Oh my god.
Like I put that away and I forgot about it because I'm worried about earthquake stuff.
Yeah.
The old earthquake
It
excuse.
probably was
Wow,
the
I
earthquake.
really do think it was the earthquake.
Yeah.
Now when I'm thinking about the timeline of when all of this,
Oh, it
I
adds up.
reached out to everyone on the day of the earthquake.
That's genius. There
They
you
were
go.
too busy hiding.
They were so busy.
They were under a door frame somewhere.
Yeah, and they forgot about it. I like to think that.
There you go.
Yeah, you can't take this all personally.
It's not. It's.
You should reach out to this person again and try to get.
I know the earthquake
I
happened.
know, right.
This is probably the time the earthquake happened, and it's okay. I am giving
I
you another
get it.
chance.
Yeah.
Natural disasters. I'm always afraid to like. Sometimes I'll send like a text, and then I'll think, oh my god, what if like they're in the middle of something really tragic happening in their life, and I'm just like, hey, can you do this for me?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
fear.
I try to not take things personally. It's like when I asked Jack to come on Try Not to Laugh 2 years ago, and
Oh, God damn it.
And he didn't come on for a whole year.
God damn
Oh,
it. Yeah, that was
man.
fun. That was fun.
Did you leave him
take-
on red or something?
I don't know what I did. I didn't have like a good reason why.
No,
it's not like
It's
well,
never personal. It's not like, oh, I don't like iron.
No.
never.
you know?
God no. God,
It's
no. I
not
think it was
like
just
that.
one of those like I kept forgetting to get back to.
Yeah,
Which
life
I didn't
happens.
take. I didn't take personally at
Yeah.
all. But I did like giving you a hard time for it
Oh,
because
as you should have.
because-
it took a year.
it was because it was 2000. It was VidCon 2017.
God.
And you were like, and we had just started doing
God.
like
Try not to
Try
laugh.
Not to Laugh,
Yeah.
like kind of like semi-regularly, and you were very positive about it. You're like, it's such a fun show, and I was like, oh yeah, we'd love to have you on. I was like, and you're like, yeah, I'd love to, and I was like, cool, hell yeah, gonna get Jack's Films on. This will be awesome. And then
What a piece of shit I
and
am.
also I didn't follow up a whole bunch or anything. So it's I'm not trying to make you feel guilty here, but I'm
well,
just saying
too late.
that this is just the nature of things. Like everybody is so busy, and sometimes it just happens.
Yeah, and like 2 years ago, there was also an earthquake.
Yes.
You know what? It was right around the time of the big
You're right.
earthquakes.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Thank
You're
you for
right.
reminding me.
Yeah, it was a scary time.
I was under a door frame somewhere, dude.
Yeah.
But you came on.
I came
it
on.
It wasn't. There was no hard feelings.
Well, you got a 2-for-1 deal with me.
that's right.
You got me and Eric
Yeah.
because I'm buds with Eric.
Yeah.
And that was a gay old time. That dude is So funny.
You guys are both so funny.
Dude,
Oh,
out of control.
that
Yeah.
guy needs his own talk show, honestly.
You guys are really funny.
Well, thank you very much. It was so much fun being on that show with y'all. That was a good time.
You don't have to kiss her ass just to make up for
No, it
not
was
responding.
It was nerve-wracking but fun at the same time because there's always the pressure of like, will this be the one where I don't make them laugh? And,
It's so hard.
it's really hard, but
It's hard.
It's rewarding though. It's all the more rewarding.
Dude, I get so nervous doing those because like I'm not very good at them, and I'm just such a weird person. And when you came,
Weird's
I was
funny.
like, oh, like these guests come on, this is their first time and they're already killing it. I'm just like, I suck really bad.
no.
no.
Because you're insane, Olivia.
I know,
Like
I'm not.
in Try Not to Laugh, you are such a wild card, which is what makes you so good in the show. For me, there's not really, I don't feel like a whole lot of pressure of like, oh my God, what if they don't laugh? Because I feel like we're always just such a supportive group of people.
We are.
That like, even if the person doesn't laugh, like I laugh at a lot of things, but it just not to the point that it makes me want to spit out my water.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like I still find like pretty much everything that people bring, as long like the big thing is they have to commit.
Yeah.
Like as long as you commit to
Yes,
the bit,
yes.
no matter how bad it is or how bad you think it is,
Yeah.
Keep going.
as
Yeah.
long as you keep going, you just commit to it. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
If you like come out and you're like I'm a wrench, and then you're like
Right.
it didn't work.
Did I do that one time? I feel like I did. I feel like I definitely went up there and like, I am a wrench.
Probably.
Ah, well, that didn't work.
Although sometimes like when you say it also depends on like how you exit and how you're like, oh, that didn't work. Sometimes
Right.
that's hilarious because
Right.
it's like when they give up immediately and then walk off, you're like, oh,
It's a lovely, wildly unpredictable format.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's great, man. It's so much fun.
Also, like, comedy is so, yeah, I respond to a different type of comedy than other people.
Yeah,
It's very
for sure.
And then what I learned is I'm in a improv class right now, and my improv teacher was saying, she's like, never forget, like, because I'm in the same program Will Ferrell is doing, which is the Groundlings,
Yeah.
and my teacher was like, don't forget, like, it took Will Ferrell 3 times to pass the basic class.
Wow.
Because he just didn't know how to give information.
He's
Like, he
just,
was so
very
funny.
unconventional.
He was so funny character-wise, but, improv is about also, like, feeding the situation, and he was not very good at it. But then it's also Will Ferrell, who is so hilarious. I'm always just like, just got,
Are you having fun in improv though?
I am. It's challenging, but it's really good because I just want to be a better improviser, comedian, actor. Like, I think that's just, like, just want to be better every day.
I think a lot of people though they get improv confused with comedy because like a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I mean like I've had experiences when I was in my super prestigious community college improv class that some guys like went in there thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be funny.
No, it's very
And-
not like that.
Yeah, and then those people stand out as just being bad.
Yeah.
Because they're just looking for jokes instead of like just like taking what you're giving them and giving you something back. They're just
Yeah.
like you're like, we're in a burger place, and they're like, yeah, and it smells like farts.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
not how you do it.
And you're like, here's a burger, and they're like, oh, it's a burger made of farts.
Yeah, it's like when people are going up there trying to be funny and it's just like not funny because you can see them trying, and then it's selfish for the other person
Exactly.
who is in the scene with you, and they're like, I have nothing to work with.
It's like, I guess I'm the straight man now
Yeah.
in this scene. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, improv is just like I recommend everybody take it. Not just to be like a comedian, but like it's so helpful for just like life.
Yeah.
Like just having conversations with people, like being present. It really helps you like be present in the moment, just be present in a conversation. Like
Probably makes you a better listener too.
I think so.
Such
for
a
sure.
good listener. Now you pick up on every detail, and you're, and a lot of people in my class, my first basic class. I remember we went to the Groundlings, like a lot of the Smosh people, we took like an intensive at the Groundlings, which was really, really fun. But going to a normal class where you get to meet people who are not actors, who are not trying to pursue acting, they're just. This guy was a dad. He's like, yeah, I've got like 4 kids at home. I come here and this is fun for me. It's
wow.
yeah, and then you never know, they might be on SNL one day,
Yeah. That's cool though.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think improv is just a good life skill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was like, I feel like I've definitely gotten better at like having conversations with people since taking that class and just kind of
Really?
like being around people that are like a little more like improvisational, like, yeah, I don't know. Rather than like just waiting for your chance to talk
Yes.
about something and just be like, yeah. So anyway, I did this, like, and like now I feel like you can like spot those people and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're just not fun to talk to.
I've never considered improv as like a class to like better yourself outside of the realm of comedy. Like that's a really good point.
Have you ever taken improv?
No.
It's fun.
I really highly recommend just going to like a workshop class at Groundlings. Like it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah, you could do like a 101
yeah,
at UCB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something to look into. I don't know. I'm not forcing you to do it.
No, give me
You
a
don't have to-
coupon. I'm in.
You just go,
Give me that fat deal.
excuse me, I'm an influencer. I'll give you a shout out.
Shout out for shout out.
Yeah.
Right.
Sub for sub.
Miss those days.
What do you miss about the old YouTube?
I do miss the. I feel like there's this huge absence of like sketch comedy today on YouTube. At least sketch comedy as we knew it.
Yeah.
Because today it's all about like you look at the trending page and 9 times out of 10 it's like, I bought a homeless man a $50,000 car, or I crashed my Tesla in my own swimming pool and set it on fire. It's like is that content? Is that really? I miss clever sketches. I miss the stuff Derek Comedy would put out and Barats and Beretta, and just clever like sketch comedy used to be king on YouTube, And it's just like there are ways of like doing sketch comedy today. You just have to kind of like retool it into modern formats and such, like
Right.
But it's harder. It's just trickier to find that today.
Do you think is there anybody out there that's doing it?
Yeah, Gus Johnson comes to mind. He does good little bite-sized sketch comedy. Very good sketch comedy, honestly. And then so another reason that I love Eric of Comment Etiquette so much, who was on the Try Not to Laugh challenge with me. His whole channel is really clever. It's so clever. They're formatted like little tutorials on like giving lessons to his students, the audience, on how to leave proper comments on YouTube. But it's just a vehicle for him to do the most outlandish sketch comedy ever. It's brilliant. And it's just because each video is just a series of incredible gags and jokes that make me like, bust my gut laughing. And so he's doing a really good job. And that's the thing. He hasn't really retooled it. He's been doing the same show for like 10 years, just with different topics, which is fascinating.
Holy.
Yeah, because he keeps up. Like he'll do one on deep faking and, more modern topics and such. But the format hasn't really changed, which is incredible. And it hasn't gotten stale somehow. Because it's still, every episode is incredibly funny. So that's like, he's the exception to the rule, because I've had to change and retool my stuff constantly. Year after year, you have to play the game. And it's all about me trying to sneak in my little comedy in more modern trends and phases and YouTube formats. Eric's been doing the same shit for 10 years, and he hasn't had to change jack squat except the topics, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I guess like he found a format where he sort of built himself a box that he can play in.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And he can keep it different enough within. I mean, like, look, we didn't expect Every Blank Ever to go on for more than a year.
Yeah, how long's it been?
Probably like 3 or 4 years now.
Pretty cool.
4
It's like
years,
4
maybe.
years.
That's pretty impressive.
A long time, and like we thought we were gonna run out of ideas. Like,
Oh, come on.
Like-
No, you didn't.
for Every Blank Ever, but we were thinking like very like topics like, oh, every boyfriend ever, every husband ever, blah blah blah. But then like I think around like year 3 we realized like, oh, like you can relate to like anything, right? So like some of our huge hitters have been like fast food chains. Like
Remember, Olivia cracked the code.
Yeah,
From
what was
Starbucks.
that?
Was,
Starbucks?
That was from her brain that actually, video cracked the code that we could do IP. thing for us,
Perfect.
yeah.
Oh, good on you, dude. Absolutely.
I'm really brilliant.
Dude, pound it. Pound it
I
for
know.
IPs. Absolutely.
Dude, it was, man.
so yeah, that's and it's like yeah, at a base level, it's the same format every time, but the content within it is different every single time.
Right, exactly. It's a vehicle. It's a box to play within.
Because you've been doing Yai for how long?
Like almost 5 years. Almost
Yeah.
5 years. And it's same thing. It's same format, but obviously the topic is different each time, and so you could do like describe Starbucks in 4 words, for example, that kind of bit. But like I said, like Yai is an excuse for me to like, do this interactive modern format, but to like, sneak in like dumb little jokes and gags and stuff when I can to like make sure that I throw in my personality into it, and keep me sane creatively.
And for the people that don't know, it's Yesterday I Asked You.
It's Yesterday I Asked You.
Oh, and you're wearing the shirt.
I'm wearing the shirt, yeah.
And you're taking it on the road?
Yeah, so before we're taking it on the road, we're doing a test show locally here in Los Angeles on Sunday, November 17th. So for what we're doing is we're turning this YouTube show I do, Yesterday I Asked You, into a live game show. Cool. And it's hyper interactive. Awesome. We're making it so that everyone who comes to the show is a player. Is essentially like, we're not like taking a few people on stage. Like, no. If you have a smartphone, you can play this game. If you are in attendance. So like everyone's a player. So we'll throw up at a question like, for example, describe the meaning of life in just 4 words. Everyone picks up their smartphone, sends in their answers. Then we'll have a secret panel of judges backstage choosing 4 or 5 good answers from a sea of, 400 people. And then we'll display those 4 answers. Then you vote. Everyone takes out their phones again and they vote for their favorite. That person wins. We bring them on stage. We do that a few times more so that we get like 5 or so winners on stage.
Yeah.
Then the second phase begins.
Battle.
Yes, it's called Are You Funnier Than a YouTuber? So I've been playing host up to this point. Imagine like the long skinny mic and blah, blah, come on up. Yeah. Then I'm like, this. Now you're going against me. You beat the riffraff over here. Now let's see if you're funnier than me. And they always are. But then we do a round where another question is thrown up, but then only the people on stage, including myself, can answer, right? Then we throw up all of our answers up without the name. So like you don't know which answer is mine or which answer is theirs. And then everyone else in the audience votes for their favorite. Whoever gets the least amount of votes gets kicked out. And then we keep doing that elimination style until someone wins. And it could be me or it could be one of you. So, and that's the show. And it's going to be wildly unpredictable. I love saying that. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It is Sunday, November 17th. We're doing 2 shows, actually. Okay. We're doing an earlier show at 5 o'clock p.m. for all ages. And then at 8:30 p.m.
It gets dirty.
Dark mode, baby. Absolutely. Nighttime mode. 21 and up only. That means raunchier questions. We'll have some drinks. So tickets to the 5 o'clock one are sold out, but we still have some tickets left for the 21 and up crowd if you are into that.
I want to go.
Yeah, I want to go.
Would love to have you guys. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. And what am I forgetting? It's at the Terragram Ballroom in downtown Los Angeles.
I know exactly where that is.
You really?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. That's amazing. And you can get your tickets at jacksfilmslive.com.
Amazing.
Boom. How many seats are in that theater?
Capacity is 400, I believe. At least for this show, it's 400.
Nice crowd.
And we already have a couple hundred people going to the 21 Up crowd, so it's not like there will be crickets. Like, you'll be in good company if you do come. It should be a gay old time, man. I'm really excited. Yeah.
You're like my favorite show, be Bobby Flay. You're like Bobby Flay.
He's the chef, right?
Yeah, but like he has like people compete, and then they get to compete with him, and then there's like these judges. They don't know who made
cooked
the
what?
dish. Yeah,
that's so smart. What a good format for a cooking show. Yeah. So it's that, but like for it's
you should probably sue Bobby Flay.
Oh, are you kidding? Oh, he's gone. But yeah, this game is like a little mishmash of Cards Against Humanity and Quiplash, the Jackbox games and kind of stuff, and Yai. So it's all rolled into one, and it's hyper interactive. So yeah, that's
exciting.
And then if it does well, then we take it on the road. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. So the whole goal is to make sure that these shows do well, and then do a little national, if not international, tour.
Whoa!
Wow.
Are you gonna go to Melbourne?
No, we're going to go to Melbourne, though.
Oh, okay.
You're like a busy guy.
I'm trying, man. This is like my passion project. Like, yeah, YouTube is fun and all. I love it. But I really want to like branch out and do this live stuff.
Well, because you've been doing YouTube for like, what, 11 years, 12 years?
13, actually.
Okay, sorry.
No, 13 years. A baker's dozen years of YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I love it. Like, I don't ever want to stop doing it. But I also want to explore other fields and get my, dip my toes, get my feet wet in other little fields.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's something.
I think it's important to do that.
It's really cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah.
You're still doing so much of this yourself, though, right?
Oh, I mean, like, this is done through Real Good Touring. Shout out to them. They're great.
Yep.
But the YouTube stuff is just little old me.
Wow.
Damn,
Which
boy.
is really hard.
Yeah.
I don't have a life.
Do you have like people working with you? help you?
I have managers who help me with brand deals and such, but other than that, I'm still editing my own stuff. I'm still scoring my own stuff, filming, and writing. And I spend all day hunched over in front of the computer all day. It's real fun. It's really exhilarating.
The back problems.
Yes, exactly.
Oh wait, we talked about that off camera, I think.
But yeah,
that was before. Yeah, sorry.
we all have back problems because this is like me from 9 to 5. A lot of editing and writing and a lot of pacing around the house, talking to myself, like fleshing out jokes if they're funny or not. Right?
Yeah.
If I make myself laugh, then all right, keep it. But the life of this YouTuber at least is not that glamorous. No,
I don't think any YouTuber's life is particularly glamorous.
I was gonna say I'll bet the travel guys, like the people who travel internationally all the time are, but then I stopped myself because they have to edit them like the night of.
Yeah.
So it's like, so that sucks. So it's like,
looking for Wi-Fi and
looking
stuff.
for Wi-Fi and like the throes of Africa or whatever,
and
like
outlets that don't fit your.
Oh, I hate those. Yeah.
And a lot of.
Yeah, the internet's got to be bad in a lot of those places.
Yeah, like.
Got 21 hour.
What place has like the fastest internet?
Isn't it Korea? South Korea?
Is it? That's so cool.
I think. I want to say I recently saw some article that said that.
What do you do for fun? I mean, maybe what you do is fun for you.
No.
That's what a painful question for me too.
Like, what's your hobby?
My hobby. Okay, so when I finally have like some time to kill, when it's like
besides Long Island Ice.
That's just Long Island's. No, I'm really into. I play video. I play like Mario Maker. I do pick up and play games. Like I can't play a long ass RPG. I'll do like an easy game like Smash Brothers, Mario Maker, Jackbox, for example.
Dude, love Jack.
You know what I mean? I love that's my favorite thing. Like as you know, we love having people over and just playing those little interactive games. They're so much fun. Like playing to the wee hours in the morning. I love having people over.
You do.
I do. I really do. Like it's just my escape.
They track a lot of dirt into your house, though.
Yeah, they do. They do. They're real messy.
Yeah, and then they're touching your if they use your bathroom, they're
touching all your stuff.
Their butts touching your stuff.
A lot of butts touching. Yeah.
You're okay with that?
You have to be.
I love people too. I love when people come over too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we're always.
But you have to make sure they take their shoes off and their butts don't touch anything.
No.
Right.
It's totally fine.
Or each other.
But what do you like to do for fun? Because this is like you guys are all like so. And
I mean, it's. I think it's very similar. Like I feel like in my old age, I've somehow transitioned from being. I think I'm starting to realize more and more each day that I'm an extrovert. Like I thought I was introverted, but I feel like I don't know. Like I'm being less and less okay with just being just alone. Like I feel like I like get a lot more from like other being around other people.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, as far as like when I'm doing things alone, like, playing video games and stuff. Although I will argue with you, I play plenty of RPGs and you could just kind of pick them up and you can save it, buddy.
See, I can't because I will forget all the controls.
But that's also true because then I think about like the times that I have gotten into an RPG and I'll just be like, oh, another hour won't hurt. And then I end up...
It's a dangerous game, Ian.
Yeah. Then the sun's rising.
Mm-hmm,
like,
right.
Oh, I mean, these past like 8 months or however long it's been since we've came back from the throes of the Defy disaster. Like I've just been so focused on Smosh. I haven't taken a vacation in a year and a half. I gotta change
come on,
that real quick.
Yeah, you do. Get out of there.
Yeah,
you like cars.
Yeah,
you like driving.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I also like. I this is something I realized in my going to therapy is that like. I think because I'm such a judgmental person, I'm also like afraid of judgment, so I don't usually like talking about my interests with other people because I'm like, oh, they're gonna think I'm like weird because I'm like, oh, I like cars.
I think that's really. I thought you were gonna say something weird like, oh, I like to pet tadpoles. Like that's weird.
Right.
That's cute.
Yeah, I would judge you. I would be like, oh, that's so weird.
Also impossible, right?
How would you do that? Where do you go to a pond?
Slippery.
But I think cars are so cool.
Yeah, that's
like
not.
cars.
Yeah. That's not crazy.
Yeah, no, I've come to terms with it.
Like, do you collect them or drive them or like what's your
I
what's your
admire
fetish?
them. I think like if I see okay, so say like a very beautiful woman is walking down the street and
thank you.
And then a R34 Skyline drives down the street. I'm gonna turn my head at the Skyline.
What's that?
Yeah, right. I don't even know what that is.
What's the art?
It's a Nissan. They didn't sell in the U.S. at that time, but they're starting to come into the U.S. as the 25-year import rule becomes gets closer to the R34. I think we get R33s, but then once the R34 becomes 25 years old, then you can start importing those into the U.S., and it's going to be crazy up in here.
Wait, they're going to do that? Are you going to get one?
Oh, they're going to be wildly expensive because every kid that grew up playing like Gran Turismo as a kid wants
one of those.
wants the Skyline.
Sexy.
Yeah, so it's basically our generation's Mustang.
Okay.
Like, you know how all our parents wanted like the
Yeah.
old Mustang? That's like the Skyline. Everybody, all the kids that grew up playing those games will want the Skyline. They're going to be like $60,000-$80,000. And they're probably like $20,000 when they sold.
Whoa. I mean, that's irresponsible.
Yeah. I will say that's the only if this is going to sound really messed up. I don't want to get too deep in it because this is really uninteresting, but because Trump's trying to roll back the California Air Resource Board, which is a different air emission standard for California. It's stricter than other automobile emission standards. So when you import a car from another country that's past the 25-year exemption, it doesn't have to pass any of like the safety standards of today. In California, if you import into California, it has to pass California emission standards. So none of those cars that were made back then pass. So you have to spend a lot of money and mess up the car in order for it to pass. So if Trump manages to roll back this environmental standard, I might be able to import a car that I want to.
God.
So, silver linings.
Jesus. Stuff you would never think about.
I mean, it's the one one good thing that could come out of, messing up our environment and, rolling.
Is you get an expensive car.
Yeah.
No, not expensive. No, this car that I'm trying to get is I think it's like $8,000.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's this
That's-
little teeny tiny car.
That
my God.
that feels unsafe.
Oh, it's extremely unsafe. It's this little tiny car. It's like, you've seen like Miata, right? It's like smaller than that
Why would you get that?
because it's cool.
And
don't
you
get
never
it.
you would never drive it around, right?
Oh, I would.
Oh, you would? Okay,
Oh
okay.
my God, I would.
I don't
Gotcha.
understand
It's got gull-wing doors.
Oh,
The,
sexy.
What?
the engine's in the back.
Ooh.
It's little teeny tiny. It looks like a clown car. It's adorable.
And you
I love
want
it.
this to drive fast or to just? It's
I mean,
like
you can't even drive it fast. It's 3 cylinders. It's a 3-cylinder turbo.
no idea what that means.
AutoZam AZ1. It's a sweet car. I don't want to blow it up too much though, because I don't want people to buy it.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, I don't think I don't know.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, I guess it's like me buying stuff that I like.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your vice?
Oh, I don't really have any right now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm really interested in right now? Is the new Smosh merch that we made in collaboration with the streetwear brand Slush Cult. I'm wearing this new hoodie right here. Yeah, it's got a pizza on it on the back. I'll try to show you.
This is the best part. I love this.
I'm knocking over my booch. On the back it says "You're my fave pizza
It's
place."
really
You're my
cute.
favorite pizza
You
place.
turned too far.
Spelled out with
There, that's it.
melted cheese font.
Honestly, so true story. When I walked in today, we hugged, we greeted each other, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, I really admired just the front. Like I was like, that
So
looks
good.
really cool. I like the color, I like the pizza and the graphic. And then the back was revealed to me,
The turn.
and that's when it was like, oh, now I love it.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
So for the people listening, I got this hat. It's kind of like this custom kind of like cut and sew situation. We got socks. If you want some socks, if you got cold feet, we got you. We also got pins. Our first ever pins.
First ever.
First ever, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool.
First and mini, I'm gonna say, because I
Pins
dig
are
it.
cool.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
It's really cute.
And where can you get this?
At Smosh.store.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, just curious.
And yeah, we'll hook you up.
Oh.
We won't even make you pay for it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are friends for? My goodness.
But yeah, so that's about the end of my spiel. Check it out. If this is now the 26th or past the 26th of September, you can go to Smosh.store right now. It's limited quantities. Once they're gone, they're gone
They're
forever.
gone.
Damn.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
They're really gone.
So get at it.
You'll wake me up when September ends because I want to get that merch.
That's right, baby. Jack, or should I say John,
Damn it.
Patrick Douglas.
thank you so much for coming on.
Hey,
This was a pleasure.
thank you, John, as well. From one John to another.
Thank you.
It has been, and Olivia, it has just been so lovely chatting with the two of you.
Yeah. We learned a lot. You know, we
laughed, we cried.
Yep. And hopefully my past life was not a slave owner.
How can you find out?
You can actually go see this guy. He's in Burbank.
There you go.
Oh, so he's like, okay, great. All right, cool.
Probably walk to him from here.
Yeah.
Damn.
And thank you guys so much for watching or listening. If you're listening to us, you could check us out on Wednesdays, uncensored. And if you want to see our beautiful faces, you could check us out on the YouTube channel on Friday. Thanks again. Jack's Films. Check him out if you haven't ever. What's wrong with you? Go to his channel right now. And also, if you're 21 up, get those tickies.
Oh, dude, thanks a million. Yeah, would love to see you guys there. It's gonna be a fun show.
Hell yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, hey, it's me again. Check out Smosh.store. We drop new items every month, pretty much.